Hey explorers, Kita the Explorer here, and I'm back in the kitchen for another travel at home experience. Today's meal, I'm going to be cooking something from Ghana, and I'm really excited about it because I was actually supposed to go to Ghana in 2020, and that was not canceled due to the world situation. It was canceled to a travel scam. So you can check out that video linked in the card up above, but let's get into cooking this delicious Ghanaian meal. But before we get into this cooking experience, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell right next to it so you're notified when all of my videos are released. Videos are released on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you subscribe, which is free, you'll get notified of all of my travel tips, adventures, and chats. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now let's get into this cooking experience with the Spicery. So as always, I've already opened a box because I need to get my list of ingredients. They cannot ship the ingredients from the UK or produce will be spoiled by the time it gets here, especially considering how the mail is running. But inside are all of the spices that I will need, as well as the recipe for this meal. So let's open up the box and see what spices we have today. So today we will be cooking the Ghanaian groundnut stew with red and coleslaw. I'm excited. So of course, this is the recipe and details about what we'll be cooking today in this card booklet thing. So this is just talking about what the meal is, what the meal will look like. Inside are the instructions, and on the back is the ingredients. So if you remember in my last cooking experience, I messed up because I did not do the right thing with the onion. That is because when you look at the ingredients for shopping, they're on the back, and it had an instruction in the ingredients. Like that should have been inside with this. So that's how I messed that up. So now for the spices. All right, we have, for the spices, bird's eye chilies, coleslaw herbs, red oil spices, Cheeto spices, red spices, stew ground spices, stew whole spices, and for our free spice this month, or in this box because I'm behind on boxes, is the mulled pomegranate blend. That sounds amazing. I love pomegranate. All right, now that we have seen the spices, let's get to cooking. Let's go. Okay, step one is to prepare the red oil. You will heat the red oil spices in 4 tablespoons oil for 1 minute or until the oil turns a deep red color. Then strain and discard the red oil spices. When straining, make sure you use a metal strainer and not a plastic one because those red oil spices will melt a plastic strainer. All right, now it's time to prepare the groundnut stew. First, you will cover 100 milligrams of peanuts with 250 milliliters of freshly boiled water from the kettle. Then you will fry the thinly sliced onions and the stew whole spices in half of the red oil for 10 minutes or until soft and translucent. Okay, on to step 3, which is starting to prepare the Cheeto. You will soak the Cheeto spices and some of the bird-eye chilies in 100 milliliters of freshly boiled water from the kettle. Please note, add at least 1 bird-eye chili, and you can add all of them if you like it really hot, but you have been warned that the bird-eye chilies are hot. Okay, on to step 4, which we are back with the groundnut stew. You're gonna first stir the garlic, ginger, and beef. I use chicken because I do not eat beef, into the softened onions. Then cook for 10 minutes or until the beef or chicken is beginning to brown around the edges. Now, preferably in a separate dish, you will want to do this. I did not, because I did not want to waste any more dishes, you guys. But you will blend the soaked peanuts, including all of the soaking liquid, stew ground spices, coconut milk, and 1 teaspoon salt to a smooth sauce. Okay, if you decided to create the sauce separately, unlike me, you will now add the sauce to the meat and then cover. You will then, either way you do it, you will then simmer for 1.5 hours or until the meat is tender and the sauce is rich and thick. Make sure you stir it occasionally and add a splash of water if necessary. It may take a bit longer, for supermarket beef can be very tough. Okay, now we are back at the Cheeto. First, you're going to fry half of the finely chopped onion in 1 tablespoon oil for 5 minutes or until soft and begin to brown. Now you're going to blend the soaked Cheeto spices and bird's eye chilies, including all of the soaking water, the tomato puree, vinegar, and a big pinch of salt to a smooth sauce. Lastly, you're going to pour the sauce into the browned onion mixture and cook for 5 minutes or until most of the liquid has evaporated, leaving a thick, chutney-like sauce. Leave to one side. Okay, on to step 6, which is preparing the coleslaw. You will mix the cabbage with the carrot, mayonnaise, the coleslaw herbs, and a pinch of salt to leave to one side. All right, just to note, if you're preparing this meal to eat immediately, you will want to prepare the rice, cook the rice 15 minutes before the curry is ready. And also note, I will have the ingredients listed down below in the description box, as well as a link to the World Traveler Spicery kit. Okay, on to step 8, which is preparing the red. You will fry the remaining finely chopped onion in the remaining red oil for 5 minutes or until soft. You will then add the red spices, beans, 100 milliliters water, and a big pinch of salt. Then simmer for 5 minutes or until most of the liquid has evaporated. All right, explorers, I have finished cooking today's Ghanaian meal, and it is now time for the taste test. A few things to note. You are supposed to have rice, but I am making this, as always, as a meal prep. So I'm having this for my lunches this week, and I prefer my rice freshly cooked, okay? So I don't have the rice here right now, but you should know what rice looks like, so I'm not going to cook it and show you. And also it says that you can have an avocado with this or not. It's your preference. I have an avocado, but again, as soon as you cut into an avocado, it starts to go bad. So I'm not gonna cut into my avocado the first time until I have my lunch tomorrow. But again, you know what an avocado looks like. So let's just get into the taste test of all the other things that I have here. So first is the coleslaw. I don't have the mayonnaise on here as it requires because I don't know if I want mayonnaise on my coleslaw or not. So I'll try tomorrow to see if I like it or not. But I do have everything else, the carrots, the cabbage, and the spices. So let's just get one of these. And I did not shred this well. Like I don't have time for that. Oh, those spices are really good with that. That's great. Now this is the red. So let me try this. Smells good. That is delicious. Now for the Cheeto. It's kind of cooled down a little bit. Woo, that's spicy. Oh my God. Oh, that's so spicy. I can't handle. I'm still recovering from those spices, or that dish or whatever. Oh my gosh, it was so spicy. But lastly, time for the groundnut stew. Remember, I used chicken instead of beef, but it looks and smells really good. I still need to remove the spices, but let's taste a little bit here. Oh my gosh. That is magnifique. So some things to know, it does have 3 out of 5 chili peppers for ranking, meaning that's how spicy it is. And that, I've had 3 out of 5 chili peppers before and it's never been that spicy. Just this Cheeto was very spicy. And I did not even use all of the bird-eye chilies. I used 1. And they're like, you can use more if you really like it spicy. I cannot imagine putting that whole pack in there. I would have just been like cardiac arrest. Oh my gosh. Prep time is about 40 minutes and it takes 1 hour and 50 minutes to cook. And that's mainly for the stew to simmer. And then it serves 4 people. So that is the Ghanaian groundnut stew with red and coleslaw meal. I cannot wait to have this for my lunch this week. It's going to be magnificent and it'll be a wonderful way for me to travel to Ghana through my kitchen this week. All right, if you enjoyed this travel at home experience, make sure you hit the like button and also make sure you check out the description box so you can see where you can see all of my Spicery unboxing kits and how you can buy your own World Traveler Spicery box. And next, leave any questions or comments you have down below. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified when all of my videos are released. And lastly, make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and your social media networks so they can get in on this travel at home experience as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are.